lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbara not Barbara Jean's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you. I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat.
I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Hey everybody, welcome to Ranting with Ricardo. We are here to talk about what them sucks. Now let's be clear on something. It's very trigger warning for this episode of GH, so let's just before we get into all of that, but just note, trigger warning for the episode. Before we get into all that, hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and also don't forget always to check that description box down below and hit them links to vote.gov and vote.org. And you're gonna be like, oh, you're only doing this because the elections are coming. No, I'm a very, very, y'all got to get out here and vote. Use your civic duty, practice your civic duty. I went and did mine today. I went and voted for, who was going, be on the ballots in November for Senate and the House of Representatives and district attorneys and Board of Education and these different things like that. So y'all got to get out there and vote because it is up to you to choose who's going to be in charge of the things that happen for you locally, on the state level, on the federal level. Like, it is up to you. Get out there and vote, practice your civic duty. Not getting into my day much. Well, we're gonna get into my day just a little bit. When it is manual labor, made a little coin off of that, but that was a black job. Okay, I'm a black woman who did that job, so i.e. it's a black job, and my back hurt. Okay, I'm about to put me a heat pad on here. Look, icy hot. My back, ooh. Girl, my back, I thought my back had locked up for a second. I was like, can't do this. This is why I don't do manual labor. It's why I tell multiple people, I don't do manual labor. More power to the people who do it. I will pay you handsomely to get you to do it for me, because, I'm a creative. Manual labor is not my judge. And I know when I go out here and do these photos, manual labor is involved, and it's just like, ooh, this is not my judge, but I gotta make this coin. Okay. And then, I ordered a little taco, okay, little street tacos. I had a little carne asada, a little El Pastor. Okay, the carne asada was sitting on top of the El Pastor in a little styrofoam container. They put it on the porch, and first of all, I said, put it in a chair. They put it on the porch. It's not like you're not getting tipped. You're getting tipped very well. And then the squirrel comes and chews the bottom styrofoam container, didn't touch the top. I guess they wasn't into carne asada, and stole the tortilla and left all the meat in the al pastor. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna eat this. I don't know where that squirrel has been. So I had to go and do a little thing with DoorDash, as in, look at my stuff, okay? What we gonna do? Gave me a credit, reordered my food, we was done. But with that being said, let's get into GH after I done told y'all a little riveting story about my day. It was some light, not too much. Hope it made you laugh. If it didn't, it's okay. It's okay. Girl, GH, very triggering moment, so let's get into it. Carly's upset because Donna's upset because Sonny didn't come by to see Donna. And at this point, she's like, I don't know if he's trying to avoid me. I don't know if he's trying to avoid Donna. But this ain't it. This ain't the move. This ain't the way to go. And she's telling Jason this because Jason came by and brought some bills from Bobby's. Where does his money get released to him? When he gonna get his money so he could buy him an apartment building or move somewhere that is... No hate to Bobby's, but Bobby/Kelly's has always been a place for the wayward, for the lonely, for the new people in town to stay. So, Jason got money to move somewhere, live somewhere better. I'm just be honest. We need Bobby's open because we don't know what stragglers about to come through Port Charles. They're going to need, them a little room somewhere. I'm telling y'all now, either bring back Jake's or bring back the floating rib. I say bring back Jake's because Jake's also had a room. Let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, now he come by, she's complaining to him, and he's like, you need to calm down. Everything gonna be okay. If nothing else, Donna has you. And she's like, but she needs both parents. So at this point, Dante calls because at the hospital, they've had to rush Christina back into surgery because at this point she has so much internal bleeding that there's a possibility that she's going to have a hysterectomy. And Molly is upset because she's like, oh my God, did Carrie and the baby cause this? And they have to tell her, no. Christina carrying the baby did not cause her to possibly have to have a hysterectomy. What caused her to possibly have a hysterectomy is tripping over fake Jagger's bags and falling through that window, which Nina replaced them windows, and falling in, belly flopping into that pool. You can't belly flop on water. Do y'all know what happens when you belly flop on water? A lot of internal injuries. And, they down to the hospital looking for Sonny. Molly has to explain because Sam's there. And she's like, where's Sonny? Where's Blaze? Blaze's mama took her away. So now they got to call her to come down to the hospital. Where's Sonny? Oh, Molly went off on him. And, Sonny didn't react like the people thought he was. They thought he was going to go off. They thought he was going to act belligerent. No, baby. He just walked away. And now he's up on the roof on a ledge, talking to Morgan's ghost or hallucination of Morgan. I'm going with a hallucination of Morgan because Morgan is alive somewhere. We're just waiting for them to get it together and decide to bring him back. Just being honest, just being real. So now everybody's looking for Sonny. Dante calls Jason because maybe Jason knows or maybe Carly knows. And this is when Jason and Carly find out the news that Christina fell through the window at the Metro Court. And Carly was like, hotel, my hotel, why didn't nobody call me? And she go to check her phone, ain't no messages, ain't no calls. I don't know what's going on down there to the Metro Court, but I don't know why you didn't call your co-owner. I hope y'all called Olivia. Child, I don't know. Y'all might need to, redo management. Ever since, Nina took over, management was a little flimsy, and I don't know if real management was still there by the time Carly got back. I don't know, girl. So Jason takes off to go and try to find out what's going on, and they also find out that the baby passed away. And Donna and Carly end up talking, and Donna up late, and Carly was like, "What you doing up late? You want some more milk? It used to help you as I'm not a baby no more." Oh, girl. You still a child in our eyes. You's a baby. You was just born a couple weeks ago. Hush that noise. Anyway, they have a little heart to heart, and Donna was like, did her father not show up for the play date because him and Carly are fighting? And she was like, no, if he could be here, he would definitely be here. And a lot of people were like, why did Carly lie to Donna about why Sonny wasn't there? And it's just like, you try explaining to a child Donna's age what just happened to her big sister, and also explaining that the baby her big sister was carrying is no longer living. And then you tell me how you would explain all of that to a child her age. Y'all get back to me on that one, because I don't know how I would do it. So, she was like, people fight all the people fight. You and Avery fight. Y'all end up making up and y'all be good again. There's nothing, there's nothing big going on with me and your father. And if he could be here, he would be here. And he loves you. And she, those moments. So, Jordan and TJ, there's not much chemistry as mother-son energy coming off of these two actors. I don't know. Y'all got to bring back chemistry reads. I'ma just be honest. That's what has to happen. Y'all have to bring back chemistry reads, because it has to be it has to give that type of energy. It really does. And it don't give. But he's upset because, his baby girl is gone, and they're not really showing, huge emotions. And obviously, her granddaughter's gone. Him and Molly still have to come up with a name for the baby girl, because you can't bury her without a name. You actually have to give her a name. And I'm just going to say this. At some point in time, we're going to have a normal birth on the show. It's like the writers are allergic to having normal births on the show. The last normal birth we had that wasn't shrouded in paternity, people getting kidnapped, people being thrown down stuff, babies being stolen, being born in the last birth that was truly normal, where everything just went fine and nothing happened to the baby and the baby just grew up normally, I think was Tommy. I don't know when the last time somebody's given birth normally on this show without any issues. Girl, y'all got to fix that, because that is a mess. I'm just gonna keep it honest. But anyway, they gotta choose a name for the baby. Everybody's sad. Everybody's just going through it. Sam's reliving everything that happened to baby Lila when she was in the hospital, and having to give the stem cells from Lila. I believe it was stem cells from Lila to Christina when Christina was a toddler to help her live. So it's just like bringing up bad memories. Jason pops up. Dante explains to him everything that's going on. So Jason's like, okay, you stay here. I'm going to go find him. So Jason ends up calling Brick and, explaining to him what happened and telling him about the baby passing away. And Brick was like, listen, Sonny had me put some people on Ava's her hotel suite. They were taking pictures. I have the pictures of what happened today, but I've been trying to get in contact with him, but I haven't heard from him. And, Jason was like, listen, can I get the pictures? And Brick was like, Sonny said you couldn't be trusted, that you were no longer in the circle of trust. And Jason was like, listen, everything I've ever done was to protect Sonny and his family, and I'm still protecting Sonny and his family. Brick said good enough for me and sent Jason the pictures. And I'm going to tell y'all why Brick said good enough for me. Because let's be clear on something. If something bad happened to Sonny, Brick is out of a job. Brick liked to keep his job. He was down there getting a nice suit. I want to keep my job. I want to stay in Armani or whatever type of suit I was getting. So go ahead, take these pictures. I'm going to find him. Let's go ahead and get this situated. Let's get this fixed up. Because nobody, and hear me when I say, nobody has time to be up out of a job. Okay, these are trying times in this capitalistic society. So Jason gets the pictures. He goes down to the police station. Sonny is still up on the roof. Now down to the police station, Ava is still lying her ass off about what happened in that room. And it's just like, my God, Ava, I want to be on your side in this because you didn't push her out of the window. But you sitting up here lying about the events of what happened. Had you just been honest about the situation, that y'all have an exchange of words, she came in there unannounced, she was upset, then you got upset, y'all exchanged words, things got heated, she said something to you that caught you off guard, you touched her arm, and then she tripped over that bag and went out that window, then it would have been classified as a horrible accident, and the pictures would have proved so. But no, God damn it, Ava. You sat up here, moved them bags from where they were, tried to throw stuff around the room to make it seem like Christina just came in there like a raging bull and was throwing stuff around and trying to choke you and trying to do this to you, and that's when she tripped over your heels and went out the window. Nobody believes that. So CSU, CSI, whatever the hell they call it, down to the GH, then went through the room, they found the bags. And they're like, so why were Jagger's bags, fake Jagger's bags, in your room? Well, Carly threw him out. He just needed a place to put his bags. I didn't think that would be anything, worthwhile saying. And then I also didn't say anything because if Sonny's attorneys got a hold of him being in my room or whatever like that, then they would have had a field day in court and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, you don't think they have pictures of what happened in that room? But with you and Christina, they definitely have pictures of whatever was going on between you and fake Jagger. So she just set herself up to fail. Scott Ball would come down there. He was like, she didn't do nothing. She lies to him about touching Christina. So it's just like, oh, you done lied to him about that? Oh, girl. It's going to be big smoke in the city, because you know how Scott feel about his clients lying to him. And Scott's like, they blaming the windows at the Metro Court of why she went out the window, and it's the Metro Court's fault, nobody else's fault, point blank in the period, we're fine. So they feel like the stories aren't consistent, Chase and Anna, and Scott goes to get a judge to release Ava. So Anna goes to talk to Jason. Ava's still in the room with Chase, and she's still, once again, lying her ass off. At this point, Anna knows that the baby has passed away. Chase knows that the baby has passed away. Nobody besides them know that the baby has passed away in the PCPD. Ava don't know, and Scott don't know. Jason comes down there with the pictures, and he gives them to Anna. And Anna was like, why'd you give this to me? And she was like, because I trust you to do the right thing with them. As in, I trust you to do your motherfucking job and take care of this. So they go back in the room, and Anna was like, listen, I'm going to give you one more time, and I want you to tell me, and you better be careful. I'm going to ask you this, and be careful how you answer. Did you touch her in any way, shape, or form in that hotel room? Anna said I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to give you one more time. And I want you to be careful about how you answer this. Did you at any time touch her in that hotel room? Ava goes back to motherfucking lying again. And it's just like, God damn it, Ava. If you had told the truth from the very beginning, it would have been an accident and they could have got you for a wrongful death suit. Could have got you for wrongful death and possibly would have lodged a lawsuit against the Metro Court for the windows. But no. You sat up here and lied, and now your ass about to slide up in prison. Because she lies to them again, and then Anna was like, okay, well, we got the evidence to prove that what you're saying is a lie, and since we can't count on you to tell the truth anymore, Anna pulls out them pictures. Bad boo. We got all the pictures. You touching her here, you're touching her there, you saying... So we got not video, sorry, I'm back, y'all. I had to take a quick little break. So it's like, we have pictures of both of y'all talking together. So they put the pictures in front of her face. And she's like, where y'all get this from? And it's like, does it matter? And she was like, Ava Jerome, I'm placing you under arrest for assault and manslaughter. Ava's like, manslaughter? Manslaughter? Girl, yes, manslaughter. Why are you getting manslaughter? Because the baby didn't make it. Okay, and Chase go over there and cuff her and read her rights. And Jason is just looking through the window like, girl, this is a mess. Okay, baby, this is some ghetto-ish. Okay, I know, right? And I skipped over the whole Laura and Kevin thing because Laura and Kevin are celebrating his birthday. And they talking. And Laura, by the time we got to the end of it, Laura was telling Kevin to, hurry home because she, some of her good stuff was going to be waiting on him. And I was like, ew, ugh. So he in his office, he was waiting on a call. Sonny's still up on the roof, and Sonny is just like, everybody's lives would be better if I was gone. I'm tired. And it was just like, I've heard this before. Hell, I've even said this before. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, there's nothing going right. I can't seem to do anything right. Life is not going right. I feel like I just make everybody's life worse. I'm tired. Now, I've since gotten my help that I've needed. I'm still working on myself, but I've gotten the help that I needed when I was in that moment. But I know what that feels like. I don't know what it feels like to have bipolar disorder, but I know what it feels like to have depression and having those feelings. So at this point, he's on the ledge of the GH roof, and he's talking about he about to jump. And the hallucination of Morgan, because I still feel like Morgan is alive somewhere, okay? The hallucination of Morgan is telling him, listen, your kids may pull away from you, but they always come back to you, not because you force them to, but because they love you. And if you feel like you can't be here for your children, if you've done all you can, then think about your grandchildren. Think about the children who need you. Like Avery and Donna still need you. But he feel like he's ruined everybody's life. Like Morgan passing away. And Morgan's like, baby, that's revisionist history. Ava is the reason I'm gone. Had Ava not messed with his medication, he wouldn't have felt the way he felt. He wouldn't have taken off, and he ultimately wouldn't have went kablooey. Okay, it's not your fault that Carly almost went to prison the first time or the second time, because let's be clear on something. Carly did that stuff with sex. She did insider trading. Drew went to prison himself. Okay, he decided to take that charge for the both of them. And when it came down to Carly being at that meeting, it was her or nobody else, because at that point, Cyrus was about to take over and take out anybody who was close to the Corinthos family members, associates, friends and foes, and folks at home. And he was about to flood Port Charles with drugs, i.e., look at what happened to Sasha. And Peter August was running wild too. So Carly had to do what she had to do. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that was not your fault. No one knew you were in Nixon Falls except for Nina. And Nina could have screamed it from the high heavens and told anybody who would listen that you were alive, especially the multiple times she was coming and seeing Wiley. She could have told him, she could have told Michael or Willow that, and she decided not to because she wanted to punish Carly. And Jason couldn't be there for the meeting because Cyrus was trying to take him out and almost took out Britt and Cameron Weber at the same time, trying to get at him because once again he was trying to take over Port Charles and flood that hole with some drugs and, make it real Gotham-like. Okay, he was trying to turn it into Gotham, and nobody wants to live in Gotham. Nobody, baby. Nobody. Okay? Not even the people who live in Gotham want to live in Gotham. They just can't, go nowhere. This capitalistic society is real hard on everybody, especially when you got Bruce Wayne hoarding all the wealth. Okay, real hard. And he just running it down. Michael wouldn't have been, pew-pewed in the head if it wasn't for him. And I'm gonna be honest to you, that low-key was your fault. He wanted to be with you. He followed you. Had you not, dug down to save Kate, then, Michael wouldn't have spent the whole year in a coma. No coma for him. But ultimately, Sonny is keeps reiterating, and Morgan just keeps trying to talk him down and is telling him everything will be okay. You need to be here. And by the time we get to the end of the episode, we see like this montage of everybody holding each other in a hospital room because ultimately Christina wakes up. She didn't have to have a hysterectomy. Her and Molly are just in the room crying together. So everybody's in the hospital, just having their moments together. Donna and Carly are at home and she didn't rock Donna to sleep. Obviously, Ava had been arrested for manslaughter and assault. And then we see the ledge and nobody's on the ledge. And it's just like, oh my God, did Sonny jump off the ledge? No, actually, we get a shot of Kevin's office and Kevin's packing up to go get that good stuff from Laura. And in walks Sonny. And Sonny was like, I need your help. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I need help. And that's how we end the episode. But next episode, which is tomorrow, we're going to see Carly walking little baby Donna up in there. I hope everything's okay. TJ telling the rest of the family what happened. Trina and Portia, I heard that this is the first time they've shared a scene together in 6 months. If that's true, I don't know what the hell is going on, but that's weird for her not to have no screen time with home mama in the past 6 months. That's weird. That's odd. That's suspicious. And, Sonny talking. I think because they're going to do a blood test on him, which is what they were trying to do in the first place. And when I say they, I mean Carly and Jason. I think a blood test is going to happen. And Kevin is going to tell him that his medication has been off. And then we're going to see a moment between Sonny and Jason. So that's what's going to happen. So hit that subscription button. Hit that notification bell. And hit them links in the description box down below. And I'll see everybody later. Bye.